Stand by for action.
Little History 2392. Streaming live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Australian through and through. That's Oldham.
Check this out.
Because we have to.
It's not unusual to love sheep when there's a... Good morning, freezing cold United Kingdom. My God, this shed is freezing today. But we do have with us on the panel the Aussies and the Americans to keep us nice and warm this Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. We're broadcasting to Rumble, Twitch, and of course YouTube in full glorious 1080p. And I hope you're all well out there. Let's crack on.
We choose to go to the moon and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Bob. How are you, my friend? We missed you this week.
Yeah, and had other things going on, and it's the time of the year we start winding down for the holiday season. So yeah, we're here.
And it's looking like you've got another new build on the bench.
Yeah, this is it's been floating around for a while. I'm doing a second USAC Camaro for the USAC group build. We're making it a super bare bones, so it's only going to have a straight 6 engine in it instead of the V8.
It just blows me away every time you show me one of your engines. The detail that you put into it.
Just have the basic engine or basic wheels, and then we're doing the camera is going to blow the color out, but this is like a butternut yellow. I'll have to raise my camera up here, but if I turn this off, it'll probably there's more realistic color.
It reminds me of Big Bird from Sesame Street.
Yeah, he's a lot more bright. This is more like a squash yellow. It's got a lot of brown to it, so the lights are blowing it out.
It's beautiful. And you've even chromed the logos on the side.
Those are decals.
Oh, they're decals. Okay.
Yeah, those are all decals.
Oh, it's really going to pop. Awesome.
Yeah, this is probably the last one I'm going to finish this year. Say with Christmas parties and school concerts and all that.
Everyone's ramping up for Christmas now.
Everything is kind of gearing down here. So,
thank you so much, Bob. We will come back to you during the show.
Okay, we'll be here.
Confined to a tiny spit of sand, unable to escape.
G'day, Cobber!
Again.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Scott from Tasmania in Australia.
Yes, I'm here.
You've had no chance to do any modelling, have you? Because we've been working away all week.
Yeah, been away all week, and it looks like I'll be being sent away again next week. So, although did post up that I may be able to do a live on Wednesday, unfortunately I may not be able to. So, I'll have to leave it for the following week. But yeah, I'm going to continue with the Armour Hobby 140H scale Hurricane Mark II-C. I've got to paint those yellow bits.
I've got to say, the camo's really popping, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's handmade.
Yeah, love it.
I just got to paint the yellow leading edge on the wings, and I've also got to do something with the prop. So I'll be doing that. I don't even know what I did with my nasal now, but anyway. Yeah, so that's what I'll be up to. And
I was going to ask as well, as we're adults and at Christmas time, as adults get to buy our own Christmas presents, what's Santa going to be bringing you, mate?
I haven't even thought of that. I was going to try and get to Hobart and find something, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Has the new Airfix Messerschmitt got to Australia yet?
No, not yet.
That would be a great present for Christmas, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Okie dokie, Scott, we will come back to you during the show. Thank you, mate.
No worries, cover.
Actually, I'm not even ready to bring the next person in. Let me keep on talking.
Australia, England's in batting in the second innings in the test, and they're one out for it was 67 a few moments ago, but it's no longer.
That's
72.
That's for all the cricket fans out there. I'm going to stop you there, bloody cricket. Hang on.
Right here, right now, 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 right here,
The force is strong with the Australians this Saturday morning or Saturday evening in Australia. Good morning,
Saturday
Paul.
evening, Terry.
Good morning, Paul.
Good evening, Terry.
Good evening, mate.
Just to keep everybody confused. And hello to everybody in chat.
You're back in the shed again.
I'm down in the shed at the moment because my nephew's visiting again and he's got his PlayStation hooked up to the TV. So I'm downstairs where it's nice and cool.
Is it just? I was just about to say, every time I talk to one of our Australian crew, I just feel warmth coming from the screen because it's your summertime over there now, isn't it?
Yes, and it's the 6th day of summer, and in New South Wales, where I am, we now have 90 bushfires.
What? Is that usual for Australia though?
Yeah, it's a bit early.
Yeah.
And we've got 19 uncontained.
We've got 3 of them down here too.
And
all around
where
Hobart.
where I used to live around the Central Coast, they've lost 16 houses already.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it's going to be a good summer.
But it's not people like being horrible and setting fires, is it? This is a natural thing in Australia.
Yeah, because our bush doesn't regenerate unless it burns.
Right.
But most bushfires are started by someone, unfortunately.
Really?
You know, the cigarette butt out the window on the freeway, which is why it's a big fine, especially now. But it's just been that sort of week this week.
Right,
everything's kicked off.
I remember years back we got like a bush, not a bushfire, I don't know what we call them in England, but it was up on the Yorkshire moors and apparently it burned for like 10 years under the ground.
And the
Yeah.
I probably got the
Coal
facts wrong
mine?
on I don't know. Maybe someone in chat can remember the thing that I'm on about. I've only got a vague memory of it, but it's something that affects the US as well, isn't it? All these bushfires.
They can, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, see, most of our trees are eucalyptus trees. They don't burn, they explode.
Anyway, Paul, in the green room,
Yes.
you were showing us some lovelies, weren't you?
Oh, okay, right. I have...
Oh, look at that.
Isn't it pretty?
That's the Leopard 2A7V. Something like that. So that's that one done.
I still don't know how you get your tracks right when they're all individuals.
Cross your fingers and hope. And then once that was done, I got stuck into the, well, I'm calling it an Australian Abrams, the M1A2 Step 3. I know what that means. So that's what that one's going to be.
Gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, mate.
Oh, shit. Knocking everything off, so.
And you also showed us something that's very dear to my heart.
Oh, yes.
It's not a willy.
Look at it.
It's a little angel interceptor.
From the TV show, late 60s, early 70s TV show, Captain Scarlet. Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum.
Yep, the angel interceptor.
No, I'm going to order one of them today. That's Airfix, isn't it?
Yes.
Brilliant. Paul, we will come back to you during the show. I'm going to swiftly move on to our final guest today. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the one, the only, Graham Ball, everybody. It's Graham. It's a running meme now. I have to change that arse close-up that is on your intro video. Send me some more photos, mate.
I will do, mate. I promise. What I'll do is the first photo I will send you. Just bear with me.
I get the feeling Tammy and Ray are going to enjoy this one. I thought you were going to focus in on the boobies.
It's funny you should do that.
Anyway.
Because I've only got the 3 B's left to do on them, which is the boobies, the bellies, and the belly. So, pretty much there now. I'm fed up with doing it, so it's going to stop. You know, I'm going to just do the best I can with what's left to do.
It's superb, mate.
I want to get back on the Nautilus, you see. I'd like to have that sort of like nearly done by the end of the year. So
people have been following this build on these streams and on Graham's channel as well. I see you were mentioning that you were going to try and get the leading. You were thinking about doing the leading wing edge.
Yeah.
A bit more shiny.
Yes, in a glow. I'll see what silvers I've got, because it would be a real pain in the butt now to black gloss those and hit them with another light.
Yeah.
So I will see the shiniest silver that I've possibly got in my collection, whack some of that on, and then whack 2 or 3 coats of gloss varnish over the top of it.
Like I said, my old art teacher at school used to say, you can always overdo something. I think you've made the right decision to leave it, to be fair.
Yeah. I don't want to go mental on it, so
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully I'll have that done within the next couple of days, and then it's going to be on to the Nautilus. And, we'll
Are
see
you going
what.
to be working on that today? Are you starting a new build?
Sorry?
Are you starting a new build today, or are you working on that one?
No, I'm going to finish this one off today.
Okay. All right, mate.
Or get as close to, because I just
We-
want to do it.
We were talking in the green room because you showed me that new print, and I just managed to dig out a picture because it's what it reminded me of. And I think
yeah.
I don't know if they do this, but I think this would make an awesome 3D print.
Do you know they do have one in their collection that is quite similar to that?
And in case you're wondering, that's the Satan from the movie Labyrinth with David Bowie. And for me, that is absolutely the best depiction of Satan I've ever seen in any movie. It just the thought that's gone into this, the design of it, just
Yeah, it's very nicely done, isn't it?
it is. Yeah, I'm gonna get.
I will give a sneak peek of what's going to be coming up in the new year with regards to a miniature. And this is not all of it, by the way. This is just some of it.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful. I mean, when he first showed me it in the green room, I thought, oh, it's a Hydra, and then he brought the body out. Oh my God, really pops. And again, this is a Paragon 3D.
This
print.
is, Paragon Star, the company is. And there were 4 huge natural wings to fit on the back of him as well. Like I say, he's about 210 mil by about 250 when he's fully stuck together. Got the wings to go on the back there. So,
Oh man, that's going to be awesome when the wings go on.
and I mean, when you compare it to
Yeah,
what I've just done, it's going to be about the same height, but it's going to be a lot wider.
it's just amazing how technology is advancing on 3D printing. The detail they can get into them now
Oh,
is
yeah.
just mind blowing. And I keep on getting in my feed as well when I'm watching YouTube an advert for this dog's nuts of a 3D printer that prints in multicolours.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, I mean, like, it's what gets me. I think is it the Gundam kits. Some of those are actually injection molded in multiple colours on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's brilliant.
Just get rid of this.
But yeah, but she's had a little bit of chestnut paint on her
That's beautiful, mate.
second coat.
Do you know the brown reminds me of Conkers?
Yeah. Chestnut paint. That is actually one of the speed paints from Vallejo, and it's actually a copper brown. They call it. That one there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Love it. Graham, we will come back to you during the show. I'm going to head over to chat and see what they're up to over there. Let's go do the chat before it gets carried away. First in this morning was David Markey. David Markey, great support of the channel. Awesome member. Thank you, David, for joining us. He says, morning, folks.
Hiya, mate.
Athol McNichol. Athol McNichol's in early as well. It says, morning, David.
Evening, Apple.
Hiya, Ethel.
David Markey says, hello, Athol. By the way, people on Rumble, Twitch, you will need to pop over to the YouTube channel and do a pop out on the chat, or else you're not going to see it all. You will only see messages from that particular platform. But welcome aboard Rumble and Twitch. David Markey says, hello, Graham.
Hiya, mate.
And we've been joined by Con this morning. Good morning, Con. Another awesome member of the channel. Says,
Hiya, mate.
Morning, Con.
morning, Mr. Terry, and hello to one and all. Good morning to you. I hope the weather's a bit better over there in Ireland than it is here. It's raining and it's cold. David Markey says, hello, Con. Con says, morning, David. Athol says, dull and dreich. Rained all night. I hope I said that right, Athol. He's going to kill me in the chat now. Dull and dreich. Rained all night long, but by the by, here we all are. Morning, Graham B and Con.
Hiya, mate. All right.
Scott's dived in the chat as well before the show started. Hello, the aircon is on, just saying.
Shut up, Scott.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah, we got natural air conditioning here right now.
How warm was it up there, Paul?
What, today?
Yeah.
Yeah, just hit 40.
Yeah, Terry, can we have some
Hang on a
technical
minute.
problems and cut them two off?
I'm hoping he's on about Fahrenheit.
No.
Oh, hang on. Paul, what are you doing?
I'm dusting.
Are you going to make me get the tissues out? That's a beautiful ME262. Oh, look at it.
That's the Revell 132nd.
Very nice.
And you just reminded me I need to finish my video. So much editing and videos. I've got so much content just itching to get out. Just the time to get them all edited down.
Hang on, I'll even pick it up properly just for YouTube.
Mate, you can show it. It's allowed. It's in a historical context.
True.
So if you want to show the world that you're a Nazi, I do not mind.
No.
That's a joke, by the way, YouTube AI.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, Paul.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm going to, if I get a chance, I'm going to show you my year in review. YouTube sent me, here's your year in review, generated by AI. You will piss yourselves laughing. Apparently, this is a comedy show.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, what are you doing, Paul? You just came
Dusting my growler. Yeah. Well,
Paul, that means something. Paul, that means something entirely different in the UK.
It means the same thing here, but it's an F8 18G. It's called the growler.
There we go. Paul's dusting his growler.
Make that whichever way you want.
It was only a matter of time, sir.
That's gorgeous as well. So did they not have decals on them? Oh, it's got a decal.
What?
I thought it
It's
was dusted in decals.
That's the Australian one.
Gorgeous, mate. You're just showing off today, Paul.
No, I'm cleaning. Otherwise, I get in trouble.
David Markey says hello, Scar.
Hey, David.
Athol says evening, Scar.
Hey, Ethel.
David Markey says hello, Bob.
Hello.
Con says Ireland is sinking, Athol. Must be all the rain. David Markey says we had rain all night. At least it kept the temperature up a bit. And we've been joined by the Papa Dukes this morning. Good morning, Papa Dukes. Welcome aboard, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
He says, I don't know, is Tasmania really in Australia or just near us?
Just Australian adjacent.
Well, we still have to vote in the election, so yes.
And they've now got their new football stadium.
Yes. That finally passed, so happy days.
And Tin Man's model garage has joined us this morning. Good morning, Tin Man.
Hey, Tin Man.
He says, good morning, peoples.
Your decals will go out in the mail today.
Athol says...
Get them in 2 months, but yeah.
Sorry, Bob, go on, mate. I talked all over you.
Oh, I was just going to make a joke. Say I mailed his decals this morning, although it got picked up. That means he might get them anywhere between 3 days and 3 weeks.
Whereabouts is Tin Man?
I forget now. I just filled out the envelope for him. I don't remember. He's in here in the States.
Ah, okay. Athol says he's just had an advert for Call of Duty. God, I haven't paid Call of Duty in decades. Athol says, hi, Tin Man. David Markey says, hello, Timothy. And Tin Man says, hi, Athol. Loads of highs going out.
Yeah, Minnesota. That's right.
Minnesota. There we go.
Duluth, Minnesota.
David Markey says, hello, Paul P. And Tin Man says, hi, David. Athol says, it's the Green Machine Man, Paul Price.
That's upstairs.
Con says, hey, Paul. Harry Marwick says, g'day, Scott and Paul P. And as you join this morning, I'm going to give you another reminder. Please, people on Rumble and Twitch, you are not going to see all of the chat, and we really want you to take part in the chat. So head over to YouTube, do a pop out on the chat on YouTube, and then you will see all of the chatters in one place, both from Twitch and Rumble. Harry Mark says, good morning, Jim. Jim says, how are you, Harry? And Papa Duke says, glass Coke bottle out the window and the base of a Coke bottle working like a magnifying glass. Yeah, I've seen that. I forget where I saw it though. I think it was in a movie. But that's like one of the main causes of fires in the outback and in the US. And let's face it, we've all tried it as kids, haven't we?
Yeah, that's true.
David Markey says, was that a peat fire, Terry? Yeah, it was, David. Now you remind me. The big one we had in the UK was a peat fire that burned for years and years and years, and they couldn't put it out. And Harry Marwick says, I'm good, thanks, Jim. And Harry Marwick says, how's things there with you? And Jim Altegott says, Paul Price.
Yes, Jim.
Paul Price says, Jim Altegott says, at Paul Price, Achtung, liebe mein Herr, that is a big leopard.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Whee!
Hold on.
And Jim,
how's the knee, Jim?
He's just answered that there. He says his knee is getting better. Pain is still difficult to deal with.
Oh, well. We have a saying in Australia for that, Jim, but we won't go there.
Well,
has a lot to do with wet.
You
Has a lot to do with wet cement in a cup.
You can't exactly do what they used to say at school with our PE teachers. Just walk it off. Harry Mark says, did you see the debacle of the draw for the World Cup? That thickened orange piece of crap, full of self-importance again.
Well, they made up a special award for him.
I'm going to rewatch that today because I missed it.
He couldn't get the Nobel Peace Prize. They made one up for him.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
The FIFA Soccer Peace Prize.
Unbelievable. Who did Scott? Did anyone know who Scotland got? What group? Hang on, I'm going to look it up. I kind of like it when Scotland are in the World Cup because all the Scottish when they go over to the World Cup, they're just great. Some of the best fans in the world. Scotland World Cup draw. Let's have a look. Cup draw. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my God! Scotland have got Brazil.
Oh.
Whoops. Oh, they'll be fine.
So they've got they'll probably get through because they've got Brazil, Morocco, Haiti. Morocco should be easy. Haiti should be easy. Brazil. Scotland have beaten Brazil before.
Brazil aren't the team they used to be.
Let's hope, eh? The World Cup is way more fun when Scotland are in it. I've got to say that. As an Englishman, yeah. Harry Marwick says you need stronger painkillers, Jim. And Harry Marwick says, did you? Yeah, I did that one. Jim says, another week and my blood thinners are done. Then I can start using ibuprofen and muscle relaxers to reduce the inflammation from within. And Darren Falcon has joined us this morning. Darren, welcome aboard. Welcome to the Saturday show.
Hey, Darren.
I was having Dommerby here.
Dom has been missing in action as well all week.
I'm just cleaning cobwebs.
Yeah, I was going to say you could get him in to do your job for you,
To be fair, though, Dom does a lot of the American streams now, so he'll have been up late. Right. Let's get this chat done. Darren says, I'll do, Terry. Good morning, sir. And Harry Marwick says, Beelzebub. That's from when I showed that devil picture. And Darren says, I'll do everyone. And I'll do David. Let me scroll up a bit. And Papa Duke says, isn't that actually Tim Curry's costume from Legend? Do you know? Have I got the movies wrong?
Do you know what that might well be?
I've got the movies wrong, you know. It wasn't Labyrinth, it was Legend. And it was Tim Curry. I do apologise, everyone. I got crossed wires with my old befuddled brain.
I'd just like to point out that's not camo.
Oh, you did what I did!
No, that's not camouflage, that's dust.
I painted my GR1 with the wings closed and forgot about it. So every time I opened the wings on it, I got the grey plastic shining through.
No, that's the actual colour of the paint.
Oh, so
that's how long this thing.
All right, okay.
That's how long it's been sitting with the wings folded.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to drag my GR1 down. Was it GR4? Can't remember now. Anyway, I'll drag it down in a minute. Right, back to the chat we go.
Need to wash.
Thank you for correcting me on that, Papa Dukes. Athol says, morning, Darren. David Mike says, hello, Darren. Jim says, reminds me of my 5th grade teacher.
You muted.
Oopsie doopsie. First mistake of the day. Yay! Darren says, Athol, I'll do. Good morning. Harry Mark says, haha, Jim. Harry Mark says, they were that bad to you. Athol says, good if you're a duck, Darren, but for humans, a wet one. Darren Faulkner says, you definitely, may. Might go in the shed later. Athol says, morning, King Bob.
Good morning.
David's over on Rumble. Let me head over to Rumble and say hi. Morning, David. There we go. Get that in there. Back to the chat. And Paul Christopher has joined us this morning. Good morning, Paul. How are you?
Hey, Paul.
Morning, fellow modelers. And David's over on Rumble. That's our David Markey, by the way. Good morning, folks. Darren says, I'll do Paul. Paul Christopher says, sunny and cold here, Terry. Sunny and cold? Hang on, let me have a look out the window, see if the clouds have gone. No. Overcast, dribbling rain. Horrible. Darren says, I'll do Tin Man. And David Mike says, hello, Paul C. And Paul Christopher says, off into the shed, so not chatty today. Tin Man's Model Garage says, hey, Darren. Paul Christopher says, hi, David Markey. Athol says, never mind your 40 degrees C. I'm on 9 degrees C here at Soggy Tower. That's at Paul C.
Sorry.
I was going to say, we're at 1 degree right now.
America's in the English club. So hang on a minute. It's summer in Australia, winter in the US.
Yeah, and all of Northern Hemisphere.
Winter in the UK. Right, okay, I get it now. No, I don't. I'll still never get it. Anyway, Athol says, hello, Paul C. Harry Marwick says, I've got a growler to build, a Hasegawa EA18G. It's a lovely kit.
I could have feeling that was the Hasegawa one.
What, yours was the Hasegawa as well?
I think so.
Jim says, no, not that bad, but as a 10-year-old kid, all authority figures were subject to ridicule. Same here, mate. Jim says, this is for Scott, seems Aussies treat Tasmania as New Yorkers do New Jersey. It's just friendly banter, isn't it? It's like the way Americans...
Yeah, it is.
Just like the way the Americans take the piss out of the Canadians and the Canadians take the piss out of the Americans. Or the English and the Scottish. It's the same thing. It's friendly banter. None of it's meant seriously.
Hey, Tash.
Athol says, I'll do Harry. I'll get to Tasha in a minute. I'm just working down the chat. I'll get to you, Tasha. George Davis has joined us. Morning, George Davis. How are you? Says morning all.
Morning, George.
And Natasha says, good morning all. Good morning, Natasha. That's our crafty budgie smuggler.
Hiya, Tash.
My favourite budgie smuggler.
Really?
Yes. Tasha, if you want to join us, I did send you an invite and we haven't seen you for ages. Athol says, I'll do Harry. George Davis says, morning all. David Markey says, hello, Tasha. Athol says, hello, Jim from Chicago. David Markey says, how are you? And Con says, are we all supposed to be racist now, Terry? I don't know where I'll get the time, to be honest. Cracking Father Ted line. Harry Marwick says, ha ha ha, Jim, spot on. And David Mike says, hello, George. Nash says, hello, David. David Mike says, hello, Jim. And we've been joined by the hardest working man on YouTube right now, and that's Dutch Dave Models. Welcome aboard, Dave. How are you, buddy?
Hi, Dave.
Morning, Dave.
As I keep on reminding people, Dutch Dave puts out content more or less every day of some superb unboxings from his collection. And what a collection he has. I got the new Revel post as well, Dave, by the way. David Markey says, hello, Dave. Tasha says, we had a 3.4 magnitude earthquake Thursday night. Eh? Natasha's not too far away from me. 3.4 magnitude. What's this about? What have I missed here? Right. 3.4.
Yeah, you hardly feel a 3.4 unless you're right on top of it.
Yeah.
Especially if tonight you're asleep, it won't even wake you up.
Oh, okay.
About like a freight train rolling past. Not that
Oh,
much.
there we go. I found the news article. Here we go. Go away. Right, here we go. Pop-ups on the Mirror website. Unbelievable. UK earthquake map shows hundreds of places rocked as full scale of tremor emerges. So there was a tremor. The earthquake's epicenter was in Lancashire, with dozens of people reporting being woken up by the shaking and police saying there were reports of explosions. The British Geological Survey, BGS, said the impact was felt across the South Lakes and Lancashire, mainly within 20 kilometres of the epicenter. Wow, England gets an earthquake. Unbelievable.
Quite a few in Shropshire too.
I've never felt one. Any of you guys actually felt a real earthquake?
Yes. About 3 years ago, I was sat upstairs working and my entire desk started shaking in front of me. Literally it is. It's like a train rumbling by.
Really?
Yeah.
I might have experienced one, but just not noticed it.
I mean, there's a lot of old tin mines and the like in Shropshire.
Ah,
All
right.
that, you know, all that cave area, it tends to sort of like resonate.
And Athol says, morning, Tasha! Darren says, I'll do Tash. Tash says, hi, Athol. And hi, Darren. And Harry says, no World Cup without Scotland. I totally agree, mate. Athol says, Paul, what you really need is your airbrush switched on to defluff those kits. That's what Athol says.
What I really need to do is buy them all again.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true modeler.
Yeah, that way I can do them better and put them in glass cases this time.
Or save the money on the glass cases and just buy more models, mate.
Oh, where's
Yeah,
Joshy
true.
when you need him? We got a spammer over on Twitch. Let me go get rid. Right click. No, it's not right click. It's click. And bam! Boom! I got you. I haven't heard from Joshy this morning, but I hope you're well, Joshy, mate. I miss you. And Con says, hey, Darren, Crafting Budgie Manor, Tin Man and Paul C. And that's the spammer that I got rid of. What was it Joshy says? Nobody wants to see your sister in the shower? David Markey says, Paul, you need a bucket and a mop to clean the dust off those planes.
Yeah, true.
Tin Man says, hi, Crooked Timber. Crafting Budgie Mama says, hi, Crooked Timber. And that's me saying hi to David over there. And Con says, morning, Terry. Almost forgot you were there, sat in your shed. Athol says, morning, Terry. Oh, sorry. Hang on. That cropped up. Sorry, Con says, shite. Hey, Bob and Scott. Also, of course. And Athol says, morning, Terry. Almost forgot you were there, sat in your shed. And Harry Marwick says, good morning, Terry. Bob, Scott, Paul P. and all in chat from over there to over here. And David Mike says, hello, Harry. And Athol says, morning, George. And Tasha says, always be your fave. Oh, Tasha. And Jim says, kind of like Chicagoans making jokes about Indiana. If you think blood is thicker than water, you've never been to Gary, Indiana. Very good. Harry Marwick says, just got my notification from DPD. My BF 109 G56 will arrive in the next hour. Awesome, Harry. You're going to love it. But it's not a kit for building. I've made my mind up. It's a kit for holding in your arms and cuddling up to. This is what it's for. This is what the kit's for. It's not for building. It's for doing this too. Just tell me when I've done this for long enough.
So when are you seeing that psychologist again, Tel?
It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Anyone who gets this kit, you're doing the right thing. It is just sublime. Sub-bloody-blime. I keep doing that. I'm going to wear the box out. Or go blind.
Or both.
Harry says, also my boatload of paint, so we'll be doing some painting finally. Awesome, mate. Athol says, morning, Dutch Dave. Harry says, hi, David M. Con says, it's Christmas every day, Harry. Blimey, we got 43 people joining us this morning.
Yay.
People have been getting out of bed early. Tasha says, northwest. Right, that's where the earthquake was. Harry says, morning, Athol. Harry says, hi, Con. Harry says, hi, Tasha. And Natasha says, yes, that's where I am. And we have been joined by JC Bricks and Bills. Got a show coming up at 1 p.m. today. Please confirm that before I make an idiot of myself, JC.
Hi, JC.
Yeah, morning, JC and Alicia. Welcome aboard. And JC says, morning, Terry, gang, and all in chat. Harry Mark says, hi, Dutch Dave. Oh, even got the flag in. Look at that. JC says, celebrate 6 months of membership. Thank you, sir. Wow! Has it been 6 months? How this year has flown, mate. But thank you so much for your support. David Markey says, hello, JC. Tasha says, hi, Harry. Harry Marwick says, hi, JC. David Mike says hello, Alicia. JC Brixtonville says hey, David. Tasha says yes. JC says hi, Harry. Harry says hi, Tin Man. And Jim says, question, do you have heat in your shed, Terry? Yes, I've got 2 heaters on.
But he'd like a third one.
I would. The thing is, when I built this shed, I didn't fully insulate it, and I'm still like halfway through. You know, like when your missus asks you to do something in the house, like put a set of shelves up or replace the kitchen or bathroom, you'll always do it bit by bit. Like you put the toilet in or you'll put the bath in, leave it for a few weeks, and that's the way it was with the shed. I built the shed, I did a little bit of insulation, then left it thinking, oh, I'll do some more next week, and you just never get round to it. Harry says hi, Paul C. Tim Man says hey, Harry. JC says hey, Con. Harry Mark says hi, George D. And George Davis says, yeah, the entire country is moving up and down slowly after the ice sheets melted, so that could put pressure on faults. Hey, Harry. Crooked Timber says, balls, not again. Hello, Alicia. Tin Man says hi, Tasha. Tasha says hi, Tin Man. Crafty Budgie Mama says, I'm in the living room cleaning the birdies out. Last Forster Budgie was rehomed Sunday. Missed the little man. Okay, Tasha, no worries. But you know you're welcome here anytime you want to join in the panel. Dutch Dave says, hi there, Harry Marwick. Dutch Dave says, morning, Athol. Tin Man says, smash the like button. Yeah, we've been a bit light on the likes recently. If you don't mind, give it a little press on the like. Tasha says, oh, Tasha's celebrating 7 months of membership. Thank you for your support, Tasha. Really appreciate it. JC Bricks and Builds has put his link in for his show at 1 o'clock. So always something to watch within the community here. Most of the guys on the panel today are live streamers in their own right. Graham's got a stream coming up 4 p.m. on Sunday. Graham, make sure you drop a link to that in the chat as well, so
I will do, mate. Yeah, no problem.
people can put notifications on. Bob as well, Bob Busky from the United States. He's a live streamer as well.
Yeah, we're on hiatus till the 1st.
Okay. Scott does his Wednesday show, although no Wednesday show this coming week. He's working away again. That's right, isn't it, Scott?
Yes, it is. I thought I may be able to get one in this week, but yeah, things have changed.
We will miss you, Scott.
I'll be back next week, I hope.
And of course, we come to Paul Price, the laziest git I've ever met. He doesn't live stream. He doesn't put any content up. You got to put some content up. Your models are awesome.
Maybe.
Oh my God. No way. Individual pads on the tracks.
Yes.
You have to be shitting me. That. No, really, that should have been moulded in.
It should have, but it's not.
It's not mini art, is it?
No, this is actual rifle aftermarket set for the Abrams.
Oh, right.
No wonder they don't include them in the kit.
That's insane detail level, though. Isn't it? Insane detail level. Going to give a shout out to Lady Sam as well. We haven't seen Lady Sam for a while. I hope you're well, Lady Sam. And there's that link for JC's stream this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Just put that up again.
Yeah, JC, drop us a link, mate. I might come on the panel with you.
And JC says, Shania says, hey everyone. Hey Shania.
Hey, Shania.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thank you, Con. Con says, even though he's taking the piss, Con says, thumbs up, people. Terry's on form, so he deserves it. Tin Man says, hey, JC. JC says, hey, Tin Man. Con says, congratulations, Crafting Budgie Mama. Con is another one of our honoured members, by the way. Thank you so much, Con. Your support means a lot to me. Con says, hello, Shania. Not too many sleeps left now. God, it only seems like last week it was last Christmas, and it's gone boosh. Is that right? As you get older, like, time seems to move faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Especially when your son can't keep it in his pants.
I better add like a little asterisk to that, in that Paul has about 1 million grandkids and about 1,000 children. So at Christmas time, it's always great for Paul because he has to do all that shopping.
Yeah. So Christmas starts on the Boxing Day sales. I might plan better this time.
Tasha's laughing at Con. Go on, Paul.
If they don't have any more.
So how many grandkids altogether, Paul?
Say that again.
How many grandkids have you got altogether?
It'll be 10 in March.
10. Shit.
Yeah.
And you can afford to buy models. Good God.
God damn. If the nuclear apocalypse ever happens, Paul's family could repopulate Australia in a week.
God.
I might add, Paul actually bought them a TV once.
Yeah, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Well, the TV worked, but not the way I hoped it would.
Oh, dear Lord. Con says, I'm working, JC, so we'll miss today's show. Con's going to be out at sea with the pirates. Harry Marwick says, Paul, are you building track links? Yeah.
Yes.
Just went through that.
You know what the sad thing about it was? You had to glue the locating horns on too.
Hang on a minute. Jesus.
They had to be glued on.
Do you see the pain we go through to bring you modelling entertainment, everybody? Are you not entertained? Sorry, I keep on talking over you, Scott. Go on.
No, I'm just saying it's so terrible. Yeah.
JC's Bricks and Bills has dropped another link to Graham's live stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. Yeah, everyone's got to give Graham a little bit of support here. Brand new to the streaming world and doing a cracking job at it as well.
And don't forget, chaps, to bring pencils and paper tomorrow.
Quiz.
Because I decided to go down the Sale of the Century route. It's going to be the quiz of the week tomorrow as well.
Now, you can't, as a prize, you can't give away the box of nothing because that's already been done. That is the prime time.
No.
Maybe give away a box of something, but nobody knows what the something is.
Yeah, I am giving away a box of the Vacuum of Space. I just thought, we'd go down the Artemis route.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
And JC Bricks and Bills, come on, Paul, share the misery.
The pads are actually handed. Like, you just can't put the pads in one way and just clip them all together. They have to go in the right way.
The dirty feckin' bastards. They've done it all left and right. And what are you going to do now?
Start again.
Oh, my God. That's just not cricket, is it? That's not cricket.
No. And you're complaining about mini art kids.
No, mate. No. You've got the winner there, without a doubt.
I must admit, with that Omniboss, I was well impressed when I opened the box and checked the screws out. I could not find a single piece of flash anywhere.
Yeah. They are sublime kits, mate. No two ways about it. But I can see how people complain about the fiddly bits. But another tip with any model kit that's got really little tiny bits in, or long slim lines for control rods and stuff like that, don't even attempt to cut them off with the spruce nippers if you're in a cold room. Warm them up first. Warm the plastic up, and then you've got no problem with breaking. You will get no breakages.
I'll be back in a moment.
Okay, mate. JC Brixton Bill says, that's okay, Con. Real life comes first. Harry Marwick says, now that's my kind of kit, RFM tracks. JC Brixton Bill says, I sent you the link yesterday, Graham. A quick reminder to everyone, by the way, that's watching today's show, especially people on Rumble and Twitch. The only place you're going to see all the chat, and this is why I read out the chat, is on the YouTube channel. So head over to my YouTube channel, do a pop out on the chat, and then you can still watch from whichever platform that you're watching from currently. Just so you can keep up with the chat, that's all, and then take part in it, maybe. Dutch Dave says, you're a modeler or not, that's worth your money. JC Brixton Bill says, Shania asked if Santa Marcus has gone off to sort out her presents for Christmas, and says, is that why he's not on panel today? Yeah, busy time of the year for Marcus. JC Brixton Bill says Santa Marcus. And Dominique's in chat. Yay! Morning, Dominique.
Hey,
Dom.
And Dominique says, good morning. Paul's kids love fitness. I have no clue what that means. Colin says, it's the best comedy on YouTube, Terry. I know it, mate. Harry Marwick says, yes, same as the Tiger One track links. Separate guide horns. Lovely. Harry Marwick says, a box with a used Q-tip, Graham. Con says, that's gas, JC. He might very well be the real Santa. Who knows? Yeah, miss you, Marcus. Hope you're well, mate. Con says, hey, Dom. Harry Marwick says, morning, Dominique. Athol says, the winner takes it all. The winner takes it all. The tracker's sitting small. Harry Marwick says, you missed Paul doing his dusting, Dom.
Sorry, Dom.
David Mike says, hello, Dominique. Wayne Welly's joined us. Morning, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne.
He says,
Morning,
hi, all.
Wayne.
And I've caught up with the chat. Poof. Athol McNichol says, Dusty Dom, watch how Paul P does his dusting.
I gave up on that. I just kept buying more kits.
Oh, you're back on Eagly, Graham?
No, I've just put it there while I've got this model in my hand. I can't really sort of like show what I'm doing at the moment because I'm doing a detail painting, so I'm up close and personal with it. So I thought I'd put Eagly in there just to give people a view of something.
I have to tell you about a new TV series that I've been watching that you must watch because it's brilliantly written. It's called Pluribus. It is sci-fi. It's on Apple TV, but if you've got one of those websites that you can go to watch anything, you know what I mean. I gave a link out to one of those sites a while back to everyone on the panel. But watch out for a TV show called Pluribus. Brilliant acting. It's got some of the cast from Breaking Bad in it. You'll recognise a few people. And the synopsis is scientists from the Very Large Array in the United States catch a signal from somewhere, you know, standard fare for sci-fi. And it's actually the code for a genetic string. And I'll leave it at that because I've got to. I don't want to give any spoilers, right? Fantastically acted. Original storyline. Just brilliant. Apart from the Very Large Array bit, which we've seen in millions of movies, but from that point on, it is completely 100% original sci-fi. Great script. Script written by the same people who did Breaking Bad. That's how good this is. I can't tell you any more, but look up Pluribus. You will absolutely love it. And my screen is frozen. Must have been a bit of lag. There we go. Say it again. Pluribus. Pluribus. Pluribus, pluribus. I'll have a G, please, Bob. The Cricket Timber says, howdy, Wayne. And Con says, enjoy the walk, Dom. And Athol says, morning, Wayne. And Con says, based on a true story, I presume, Terry. No, but very, very clever, you know. It's... I want to tell you all about it, but I can't because I'll get into spoilers. I nearly did that thing from RoboCop. Would you like to know more? No, it wasn't Eurocop. What? Oh God, what was that from?
Starship Troopers.
That's it. Starship Troopers. Great movie. Just very sad that every follow-up movie to it was really crap. And that's the chat caught up with it. You know, awesome. I shall go around the tables. And Bob's got his big purple people eater out.
Yeah, this is the car we built last weekend for the Thanksgiving weekend group build. It's the AMT 66 Nova Pro Street car.
Yeah, I'm loving that purple.
So it's a dragster, so it's got the big monster tires on the back.
I love the giant tires. Love it.
There's our engine bay.
Is everybody else making engine sounds in their head right now?
Oh yeah.
Awesome, Bob.
Yeah, we started on Thursday and it ran through Sunday night to build. 72 hours turkey build.
Awesome. Just awesome. Paul, have you sorted out your pads now?
Yes, I think so. Can you hear me all right? Can you hear me all right? Because I just changed headphones.
No, it's fine, mate. You're coming through perfect.
It's good.
So I take it that the track that's in the middle of your bench there, that's one section, and that, or is it multiple sections you've glued together?
I haven't glued anything together yet, apart from the horns that go through the middle.
Oh, that thing that just moved, is that the template, is it?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was part of the tracks.
That's
It's
just
big. The
little
building's
jig
big.
for holding them.
All right, I am the dumbest modeler on the planet, so I am going to ask the question. You've got a plastic jig to put your track
Yes.
into. So when you glue it together, how comes it doesn't stick to the jig?
Because from what I can gather, I don't need to glue the pads together.
Well, they clip in
Yep,
like that.
like that, and everything jumps out of the way.
Isn't that clever?
I think they were masochists who designed this kit.
No, that honour absolutely goes to Mini Art. That's incredible, though. Wow.
It's all fun.
So, if we go to the figure, there's the big boobies.
Oh yes, the big boobies have had the first coat of paint on them. That's a little bit of bone white, and I'm going to get a little bit of sort of pale pink in there as well to replicate the seashells. And I've just been doing the ankle bracelets,
Beautiful.
the gold and blue. Still got the gold to put on the tail ones, and once that's done, and I've just finished off with the standout features, I'll just paint the base up, and that'll be it, I think.
That is superb. Mark calling Scott.
Hello, how you going?
Going good.
Yeah,
What are you doing there then on that wing?
I'm just masking things off so I don't get overspray where I don't want it.
Okay.
So that's the top part. I've got to do the bottom half as well. I've done it this way because there's actually a decal there, and if you were to put a bit of tape on it, it'll probably rip it off when you take it off. So, yeah.
Awesome.
There you go.
Awesome. And I will let everyone know, by the way, there is a video dropping probably midnight. I reckon I've got about 6 to 8 hours of editing left to go on it, and it is the video of the museum visit. That is definitely dropping tonight, probably around midnight, in the members area, and then possibly Monday going public. So watch out for that one, all the members. I put a lot of effort into it. It's probably going to do exactly what... the problem with YouTube is the videos that you put the maximum effort into tend to not get a lot of views. It seems to be the simpler ones, the 30-second ones or the 1-minute ones, that get loads and loads of views. So either way, I am still going to work my balls off to get this finished and make it as good as I can. And that'll be dropping, like I say, around about midnight in the members area, if I get it finished in time, and go public on Monday. But it's a big video, be about an hour long. I kind of forgot how much stuff I filmed while I was at the museum, and I must have only filmed about half of the stuff that was there, and that's the Yorkshire Air Museum at Elvington in the United Kingdom. A great little bit. Seriously, if you're ever up in the north of England, you have to pay it a visit. It's one of those hidden gems, really. And now is the best time to go, because it's not packed out with tourists. I see they're having fun in chat. Thanks, Wayne. Con says, I'll get it going, Terry. 1 million views in no time. Give me surprise. YouTube's such a finicky place. It's like I put another robot video out. When did I put it out? Last night, I think. And I put loads of effort into that as well. I remixed like 5 different songs. Got all the video together, edited it together, the logos, the crossfades and stuff like that. Put it out. I was really, really happy because within 5 minutes it went to 1,000 views, and then just poof, nothing. And I think what it's down to was comments, lack of comments, because it got a fair few thumbs up. But anyway, YouTube, it's a funny place. Let me just see if I can drag up. Going to go camera down for a sec. All right. As you all know, I've not managed to get a lot of modelling done on my own kit because I usually do the building of these on Michelle's show on a Sunday. Shout out Carl and Michelle, by the way. I hope you're well. I know you've been busy, but we do look forward to your return Sunday mornings at 11. I am going to take the roof off of this sprue now. And it's nice and warm, this, so I'm not going to break anything off. It's like there's a bit there as well with a really thin line. So stuff like that, I will warm the sprue up first before I even attempt to snip it off. But I've got an easy one right now. I've got the roof part, which I'm only snipping it off because I need to weather it. Let me bring my camera back. And put it up big. There we go. And this is, by the way, Greg's got this kit as well. He started building his, but yours is the bus version, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be London Omnibus version.
It's basically exactly the same kit, apart from it's painted different, and it doesn't have the armour boards on the side.
Indeed.
And funny enough, the armour boards on this are calling them armour boards. All it is wooden planks.
Yeah.
It's all right, chaps. It'll stop the German bullets. A couple of planks of wood. I count it like also an old trick from World War One. They used to put sheets up, didn't they? Apparently, sheets could stop bullets over a distance.
Yes, yeah.
Get this trimmed off.
Well, they used to put logs on the sides of the Sherman tanks to help deflect the rounds from the Panzers. Because the armor on the Sherman was so weak.
It was the sheer numbers of them, though, that did it, wasn't it? Was it 30,000 were built during World War II?
I think it was 55.
Was it 55? Okay.
I think so.
What's this we're talking about?
A case of quantity over quality, wasn't it? They just
Yeah, the
kept
Sherman.
it down.
I think the Sherman was a decent enough tank. It was a thing of its time. But with the Germans continually upgrading their stuff, it's a moot argument anyway, because the Germans just didn't have enough of their Tigers and Tiger 2s, and they were always breaking down, so the legend goes.
Yeah, and they were just over-engineered.
Well, thing was, the German tanks were well over-engineered. It took forever to fix things on it or replace things. And where the Shermans was, for example, they were pretty simple to maintain. Yeah. Like by the time the Tiger replaced the track, the Sherman could have replaced 2 tracks in the same time frame.
Yeah, and of course the Panzers tended later part of the year to go for the overlapping wheels, didn't they? Which meant if they needed to change one wheel, potentially, then they might need to take 6 or 7 off just to get there.
So, do you guys have a favourite tank?
Oh,
Probably the Easy 8 for me. Maybe.
Bob, favourite tank?
Probably the Abrams M1A2.
It's very easy to like the Abrams. It really is. Great looking machine. Paul?
Well, the Abrams epitomises tanks. It's big, it's heavy, and it just sucks fuel down by the bucket load. But my favourite tank is the Centurion.
Again, another easy tank to like. Graham?
with me, modern tank Centurion, or reasonably modern tank, and World War II tank, probably the Panzer IV. I just like the shape and the heft of it. It's when sort of like the Panzer tank became the Panzer that we all know, you know.
Well, if I remember rightly, the Panzer IV was the most built tank by the Germans in World War II, and quite often gets overlooked.
Yeah, lovely looking tank, to be honest.
Back to chat I go. Crooked Timber says, I'll get on it, Terry. Thank you, Con. Wayne Wally says, why is it only at that stage, Terry? Because I don't get time to build, mate. I'm continuously making content, continuously at work. That's why I love Michelle's stream. I just get my head down and do some building. Yay! Wayne Wally says, I always thought Terry was a plank. Bang on, mate. Quano Man says, hi all. Hey, Quano Man. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Dan. All right, mate.
Hey, Dan.
David Markey says, yesterday I received the Airfix Mayflower ship in a bottle. He's already got 3 Cutty Sark kits. Awesome, mate. I haven't actually seen that Mayflower in the bottle. I'm going to have a look at that later. Con says, it's complicated, Wayne. You need to cut the pieces off sprues, sanding, gluing and painting. A fucking nightmare. Con says, I was asking you about that, David. Is the bottle a bit a bit shy. I think a real one would be much nicer. Con says, other countries build tanks too, guys.
Yeah,
What?
most of them blasted
What?
off the battlefield.
Somebody else builds tanks apart from the US, the British, and the
The
Germans.
Germans. I mean, really?
I seem to remember something about the Russians trying to make something like a tank.
Yeah.
Aren't they called targets?
Hang on, I don't think the Russian tanks count, do they? They've all been proven crap.
Tank-like object.
Yeah, it looks like a tank. Doesn't behave like one. It's a moot point. I think with current technology, with what's going on, tanks aren't really a factor in warfare anymore, are they?
Yeah. No.
No, it's all drones now.
I mean, that Ukrainian remote control tank that I mentioned last week, that just blew me away. Holy cow. Sorry, avatar controlled.
Well, there's a blue thing driving it.
No, it's amazing. It's just a guy in like a suit that's rigged up to control things on the tank. Just amazing stuff.
Well, the safest way to be part of a tank crew is to be miles behind it.
Oh my Buddha.
What?
I'm just looking at what you've put on your bench.
Oh, my screensaver. Yeah. That's coming next year.
Oh,
And I must admit, looking at the detail on it, I'm quite looking forward to it.
Wait, 1 to 12 as well.
Yeah.
Makes it a bit easier for us old folk.
And the seat belts apparently are made from real silk material.
Wow.
And it comes with the crash helmet and the mask as well, you know, the flying helmet and mask. You
brilliant.
can just sit on the seat.
Davey Markey saying they are. Hang on. Wrong one. Davey Markey saying they are real glass bottles. That's for Con. Wayne Willie says, I thought Terry could achieve the cutting part as his Mozzie proved that point. Yeah, you're right. David Mike says the Cutty Sark more flat-sided, the Mayflower more like a milk bottle. Con says, okay, cool. I looked one kit up and it was plastic. Would like to do a Cutty Sark. And Lindsay's Bills has joined us this morning. Morning, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Dutch Dave says, I have that kit, but then for the F-104.
Oh, yeah.
Thing is, it wouldn't surprise me if Dutch Dave has every kit ever manufactured, because the amount of unboxings he's done on this channel, he must be up to about 2,000 unboxings now, easy. And Con says, that is something, Graham, beautiful. It's in the right hands.
And I tell you now, it's a reasonable kit to buy. That only cost me, I think it was about £27-28. So it's not an expensive kit. It's the old Esky kit, I believe.
I've never done an Esky kit either.
No, me neither.
You say Esky or do you say Esky?
I said Esky, I believe it's pronounced that way. I don't know, to be honest. You know, I have trouble with English, I don't know anything else.
And David Marcus says a big hi to Lindsay. Just going over to Scott. Get off.
No. I'm really not here.
I bet you're happy to get back to your bench, are you, Scott, after the week you've had?
Yeah. Yeah, even though I'll leave again on Monday, so I only get Sunday, or tonight and Sunday, and then I go back down for another week.
Wade Wally, error 404, English not found.
Yeah, I know that problem very well, mate. I'm always getting me worms minced up and getting in a mucking fuddle. I am.
Right, this thing is not going to build itself.
So when did you come to that epiphany then, Tel?
Just now.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm going to have to get my wheel out on this. So, sometimes when I think I run the risk of breaking bits, because when you use pincers, they tend to spread the plastic, which moves it across, which runs the risk of breaking the little bits. You know what I'm on about, don't you?
Yeah.
Like when you snip into it, it moves the actual sprue. A way round that, if you've got one of these, a little Dremel, this doesn't do that. So
Get a death wheel out.
yeah, we get the death wheel out, and usually my luck means I'm going to cock this up.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, was that a finger?
Not yet.
Come on, Scott. Don't Jonah him.
Yeah, naughty man. Naughty man.
That's off. That's just flipped. Here we go again. I know what you're all hoping for.
Blood.
Yep.
It's on my Christmas list. Yeah.
Why, really? Ambulance must be outside ready, and one cut away from having 4 fingers.
And there we go. We're nearly there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, just a few little knobbles to take off, but it's so easy when you're using a Dremel if you're careful. So let's do it. So all done, and still all in one piece, thank God. So that's that. And we got 5 minutes to go. I'm going to go around the tables and people can tell us what they got coming up this week. Graham,
You.
tell us about your show tomorrow, mate.
Well, it's as per usual. Get on there and have a nice little chat about all things plastic model and miniature painting related. If you've got any questions on what anybody's doing on the panel, or something that's bugging you that you're trying to work out the best way to do it, make sure you let us know so we can sort of help you out when and where we can. And also, we're going to have the quiz of the week, a la Sailor of the Century.
Awesome. And I'll be there as well, hopefully, tomorrow.
Oh, and I will be hopefully with JC at 1 o'clock today.
Yeah, we've got JC Bricks and Bills coming up at 1 p.m. Don't forget that. JC, drop another link, mate. No show from Scott on Wednesday. No!
No show from me on Wednesday. Maybe next week, but we'll have to wait and see with that. And I'll be on JC's tonight. And yeah, I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. So
Okay, buddy, we're going to see you next Saturday.
you will. You will.
Awesome. King Bob, I know you got the holiday season upon us, and all the streams are cancelled until the 1st.
Yep.
Okie dokie, mate. Will you be able to join us on any time during the week?
Never know. I'm gonna try.
Okay, buddy. Thank you so much. Links to every panelist are in the description to today's show, so please do spend a couple of seconds, head around my friends' channels and give it a little subscribe. It really does help us out. I am going to go to Paul. Paul, when are we going to see you next?
Tomorrow night Australian time at Aussie Modelers Live.
Awesome. So
And then back here again next week.
So that's 10 a.m. for us tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, that's Aussie Modelers Live. Shout out Aussie Modelers. And
Actually, if we take 8 p.m. here, it'll be 9 a.m. there.
Oh, look. Oh, wow. Look at that.
It's a snake.
That's awesome.
21. That's 21 links done.
And who are those tracks by?
Ryfield.
Ryfield. Brilliant.
21 links done, 52 to go.
Love it, Paul.
And
Absolutely love it.
That'll be one side done. So I should still be here next week.
Awesome. I'm just going to pop back to chat for a while, do the last of the chat. Athol's asking, anybody seen Panther this week? Or was the rumour correct that
He was in my live stream in the chat on Tuesday night for a while.
Yeah, he's been around. I saw it. What else did I see him? I think I saw him on John Alex last night as well, to be fair. Yeah, he's been around, mate. Wayne Welly says, ambulance must be outside ready. I was doing my cutting there. And Wayne Welly says, one cut away from having 4 fingers. Con says, he's been quiet the last week. Hope all's well. Yeah, he was around last week, trust me. And Lindsay says, that's our Lord Lindsay. How are you finding this kit, Terry? I'm actually impressed you took it on. To be fair, I thought it was a joke at first because obviously it was kindly donated by Carl and Michelle. And the legend of mini art with difficult fiddly kits. It's true, they're fiddly kits, but I wouldn't say they're difficult. They're just very fiddly and easy to break things. And I've already showed you what I do to get around that. But I'm loving the build. I highly recommend it to anyone. They're great, and Graham's building one as well.
I'm not.
The day will come. Harry Mark says, I've got a brand new Messerschmitt BF 109 G5 G6 also the K-Class. Yes.
I'm going to have to get one, aren't I?
Scott has done a mini art kit.
I've started one.
Harry,
with the P47.
Harry, we're going to have to get you on the stream, right? So we can both do this at the same time.
No, I'm not having a group fondle. I'm sorry, that's out of order.
Anybody else want to touch my BF?
OnlyFans.
No.
It is a beautiful kit. Yeah, you're going to love it, Harry. And if you want to join us when you start building it, you can do. Just email me and I can send you a link. That's if you're 1080p enabled and all that lot. Con says, congrats, Harry. Enjoy, mate. Wayne Welly says, I believe Panzer is on the mend. Yes, he is. Don says, why don't you buy whatever that is, whatever that word is, display. Then those pliers are great. But they still spread the plastic.
Yes, you still get a bit of a crush.
Yeah.
Like you with your Messerschmitt.
Yep. Con says, was going to say, I find snips a dream. They are, but they have their issues when you're doing really slim bits of plastic, really fiddly, complicated bits. And if you're going to tell me you've never broken a bit off when you've been snipping, I'm going to call you a fucking liar. There we go. I got the Marcus expletive in because we miss you.
Well
Marcus.
done.
He'll be at 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, Marcus will be on 10 p.m. tonight. Great show at 11 p.m. European time. And there's a link to Marcus's channel in the description of today's show. Shout out, Marcus. And JC's just dropped a link in for his show at 1 o'clock today. Thank you, JC. JC says, Terry, you free to join. I need to get my museum visit video edited and down. If it happens before your show, mate, I will. But it doesn't look like it. I reckon I've got 6-7 hours ahead of me of further editing.
Yeah, tell if you don't get that video edited for the museum trip that you had, it's going to become a vintage museum piece itself. Before we
Hey!
what can I say? Put your finger out, mate. You know.
I always, one of my biggest tenets in life is, if you really want something, you have to work for it, right? You have to work for it. If you want a big channel on YouTube, you've got to work for it, and that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, 4.5 hours minimum of live streams a week. I've got content dropping more or less every other day now. And that's it. That's my word of advice to anybody else who's on YouTube. Just keep on working away at it. Nothing happens if you don't do anything. And that's why I want to get this video finished and put much more effort into the content. And thank you for all your support. I appreciate it. I do. So that's it. I'll get off my pedestal now. Do the rest of the chat. Thank you, JC, for the links anyway, and I'll try. Con says they are nice tracks, in fairness. Yes, they are. That's Paul's tracks.
Thank you, Con.
Never again. Hang on, let me put me over here so you can see Paul. There we go.
That one.
Harry Malik says a group fondle. Works for me. Lindsay says, have a good day, peoples. You too, Linz.
Yeah, take care.
Says, thank you for a great stream. Dom says, it does not split the plastic. Don't believe you.
Terry, I'll just have to jump in there. The display cutters are very, very fine, and they do cut really, really well until you try to cut big sprue with them.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Then they buckle.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine gear only.
They're like cutting with razor blades.
Yeah.
I started out way back when using my dad's electrical cutters.
Started out with Mum's nail clippers.
Yeah, pair of cutters and a Stanley knife, mate. That's what it used to be.
Yeah, had a lot of red bottles from that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think Dom's sponsored by Display. Here we go. Dom says it's designed to prevent breakage of parts.
Are they easy to dust, though? That's the question.
They come in a leather pouch.
Well, Bob gave me some good advice a long time ago, and I've still not followed it. And that's just get normal ladies' clippers from the chemist.
Yeah.
The toenail clippers.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're flush on the.
Look at those bad boys.
And they got a real fine tip to get into the sprues. You can get way up in there.
You can do your sprues and you can do your toenails at the same time.
Yeah. Or when you tear that fingernail, you get right here.
Yeah.
I've got the real ones too, but yeah.
Wayne Waddy says, Terry, well done. You read this in time before the show finished. Con says, I'm a liar indeed. Great stream, Terry. Legends. Thanks to one and all. Thank you, Con. Con says, oh, will he, Wayne? Hobby Time's just joined us. Oh, Hobby Time, you joined us right at the end, mate. Awesome model result. It's a great show, guys. Thank you. Harry Marwick says, hi, Gordon. David Markey says, later, folks. Hello, Graham. Right, I need to do this. Let's go, little darling.
All right, good night, everybody.
See you later, Bob.
Thank you, everyone. We're back on Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. You all have a great weekend. And JC's Bricks and Bills, 1 o'clock. Bye.
I am inevitable. Who is this creature?
Even though you've been raised as a human being, you're not one of them.
You can teach monkeys to fly better than that.
I see you are practiced in worshipping things that fly.
At my signal, unleash hell.
The Force is with you, but you are not a Jedi yet.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Ideals are peaceful. History is violent.
I need a man with very special qualities to lead. He's got to be tough enough to do it, and he's got to be experienced enough to do it. Plus one more thing, he's got to be dumb enough to do it.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.